She's alive! Trombonchino.
We have potatoes. We have potatoes.
Like a good little gardener. I feel a bit delirious. Hello everyone, welcome back to another allotment vlog. My name's Emma. This is my allotment. We're still here, we're still surviving. If you can hear drilling in the background, it's because I've got Sam with me and he's currently putting some holes in some buckets, which I'll explain shortly. But yes, this is our allotment. This is our, I don't know what season we're on, second, third. It's the worst one for several reasons. But we're carrying on. We're not being bothered and we're carrying on and we're recouping. And we're rebuilding, recouping. So basically, it's after work. Sam's a bit tired. He really don't want to be here because he works full time as a gardener now. So does he want to garden after work? Not really. But I need him because the reason we've got a full stack of B&Q bright orange buckets over there is because we're going to uproot the dahlias. If you don't know, I'm trying to grow my own wedding flowers. It's not going well. Several factors. However, I do think the dahlias partly is just my problem. I think they've been overwatered and they're not doing very well in our clay soil. So we've uprooted them and we're going to put them in big buckets with some fresh compost, some bloodfish and bone, and we're going to try and rescue them because tubers are quite expensive and I don't want to just let them rot in the ground, and I'd like to save them for next year if possible. So that's the plan. Just in case there's anything dodgy going on with the soil or whatever, we're just going to uproot them, put them in buckets, keep them at the allotment because we've not got space at home for that many dahlias, and also I've got quite a lot of dahlias still at home that we need to go out, so we'll keep them here but in buckets so we can control their watering a bit better. So that's the plan. That's why I've got Sam, because quite a big job digging all of those up, putting them in buckets. Aside from that, I've got some pumpkins to plant out because some of my pumpkins mysteriously died and some others just haven't got going, and when I was ordering my replacement tomatoes there were some pumpkins on offer, so I ordered some plug pumpkins. I think they were a quid, 50p or something each in the sale, and then I've got some spares that have been in the greenhouse growing away that need to go out. So I think I'm going to put the pumpkins out while Sam maybe starts filling up the buckets. I'm not sure, we'll come to some sort of arrangement or maybe we'll do everything together. But yeah, that's the plan for today. If any of that sounds interesting, if you like allotmenting, if you like recovering from disaster, then do subscribe. And yeah, we'll get on with rescuing the dahlias. That's the mission of today, is rescue the dahlias. Plan B, C, what are we on? Plan D? Plan D is just go to the supermarket on the morning of the wedding and get some flowers. That's plan D. I think we're on plan C at the moment. If it goes any further, I can't handle it. Right, let's get some dahlias in buckets and get on with the rest of the day. Also, I've got some seeds to sow because I really need to successionally sow things before I forget. So we've got a few jobs to do today. It's nice and sunny, albeit a bit windy. That's why I've got a jumper on. Not because it's cold, but because the wind's a bit crispy. And yeah, let's get on, stop rambling. Let's do some actual allotmenting. So this is what I mean by the dahlias are a bit sad. Now, I don't know how much of this is me having an issue or how much is related to the ongoing issues we've got. I think some of it is probably overwatering, but then this crispiness, I don't know. So we're just going to dig them up, have a look at the roots and see where we're at. We've also got some in that bed that need digging up, although some are fine. We'll probably leave the ones that are fine. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, basically, is my answer. And also, the cosmos, I replanted this last time. This is just B&Q, it was on offer, cosmos. And so I planted that, and that is lovely and luscious and alive and flowering and lovely and filled some gaps. And the cosmos that I have planted is just doing so well on this side. Obviously that side died mysteriously, but the ones on this side are bushing up and are absolutely lovely. So I'm really pleased. This is like a cupcake pink variety. This is like an apricot variety. I've got some cranberry. This is a lemonade variety. And yeah, they are doing so well. Like this side is what I envisioned the cosmos to look like big, bushy, beautiful. So yeah, I'm hoping that they'll carry on till September. They should do, as long as I keep deadheading them, which I do every time I come. So yeah, they're looking really nice. I'm really pleased with that. And Sam said when these started going funny, Sam just kept watering them just to, you know, dilute anything or clean them or whatever. And my zinnia is alive. She's alive. I have brought some more zinnia seeds with me to direct sow to fill up this bed a bit, but these are alive, and the asters, bless them, have come through. They don't look the healthiest, I'll be really honest, but I think they've come through, so I'm really pleased with that. and the tomatoes I replanted are not suffering the same fate as of yet. Whoa, it's a bit windy in there. So yeah, all looking good in there. I'm very pleased, very, very pleased indeed. Right, let's dig up some dahlias. I don't know if you can hear me because Sam's drilling. This does mean that Beelzebub has got to be unsummoned. Beelzebub. Maybe that was it. Maybe it was Beelzebub that killed all my plants. I'm immediately hot.
Pardon?
I'm immediately too hot.
You did one.
I know. You can leave your hat on. It's so windy. Okay, the dahlias have now been rescued. We've left the ones in here that look fine as like test subjects / don't want to disturb them if they're happy.
Well, they look fine, don't they?
They look fine, so if something looks fine, don't disturb it. And we've got spare buckets, so we can always take them out if we need to at a later date. But yeah, I'm just going to go through and trim off any leaves that are not looking too happy or that are crispy, and then check they've all got good like nodes. Most of them have got new growth, it's just, yeah, they're not looking too happy on the surface. So go through, cut the bits off and water them as well. And that is where they're going to live. Hopefully that will look very nice. Even if they're only in there for a few weeks until they perk up a bit, and then we'll try again. But yeah, that's where they're going to live now, for a while at least. We've decided we're going to put the couple of pumpkins in this bed as well, because it has been well mulched with rabbit manure, and if nothing else it'll be a test. So we'll see, we'll get them in, and I'm going to get the pumpkins in over on the original plot. Hello! So we're actually at the pumpkin bed, and the pumpkins that have survived are actually doing really, 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 really well. Like, so healthy, like, come on, leaps and bounds in the past few days. But there are some, like this guy, that's not doing so well. So we're just going to pretend he doesn't exist and replace him with a nice happy one. These have been at the back of the shelf in the greenhouse for weeks, and they've done really, really well. As soon as I forgot about them, that's probably how most plants like it if I don't do any gardening to them at all and just leave them be. Oh, a caterpillar! Does anyone know what these stripy caterpillars are called? They're all over the plot at the minute. Hopefully they're nice. Anyway, so I'm going to weed this bed a bit because it's full of thistles and all sorts of nastiness. It's amazing how weedy this bed is compared to the other beds that haven't got any weeds in at all. It's amazing that, isn't it? Funny that. So yeah, I'm just going to weed this bed, replace some of the sad pumpkins with some happier spares. This is why I always plant 12,000 seeds, because you never know when you'll need them. And yeah, get these in. Hopefully this will be fine. With the weeds as well, I saw on Gardener's World that if it's sunny, like it has been the past few weeks and is, you know, forecasted to be for the end of till the end of time, you can just put them on your paths if you've got paths, and the sun will kill them for you, and they'll go crispy on the surface, and then they'll mulch down into your pathways and then into your soil beneath the pathways and actually give some nutrients to the soil. So that's what I do. I just sort of do a chop and drop with the weeds on the paths, and they seem fine. So that's what I'm doing. I don't know where all these thistles have come from. This is new information this year. Never had thistles last year. It's very strange. This soil is actually really nice. I think I said this when I first put the pumpkins in. This soil has been mulched several times and is now like at a nice soil level, whereas some of the others, which haven't been mulched as much, are not doing quite as well. But this bed is lovely. Lovely bed to plant in. I'm hoping the pumpkins, once they get going, it'll be suited for them. Okay, I've cleared sort of the space around this one, so we'll plant this one and then we'll blue peter the rest. Otherwise I'm going to be here a really, really long time. So that is, I don't know, I've still got my sunglasses on, it's not sunny. That's all the spare pumpkins planted. Sam's planted a couple on the other plot, as I said, and that's a Trombonchino. And I've got another Trombonchino. So one of them Trombonchinos, one of them. So I'm going to plant that up. I've got an archway that's not got anything growing up it, so we'll plant that up there. What else is there to do? Oh, resow. Sam's just said go home. Shortly, sir. We're going to resow some beetroot, some more lettuce, just successional bits and bobs. And do you want to harvest some potatoes? No? Okay. Sam said no. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that by myself another day and have all the fun by myself. Right, Trombonchino, to the trombone. I'll have 3 Trombonchino plants. That's probably a bit much, innit? Oh well. If it's alive, it's staying. That's the rule now. So this is the remaining archway I've got. I've not put any string or anything on it, but I think it'll be fine. I've got some, this bed hasn't been mulched this year, so I'm going to put some manure around the plant just to help it out a bit. Trying to do this into clay soil when it's not rained properly in weeks is maybe I need the shovel. Might need the shovel, Samuel.
Might need the shoes out.
Yeah. This is a bit painful just with a hurry. Trombonchino? Why do I keep saying it like that? Have you got me saying it like that? What? Trombonchino? Is it from that meme, anyone for a beveragino? Is that where we've got that from? Anyone for a beveragino? Beveragino? What has happened to my cucamelon?
Oh.
Well, you're just finding them.
I just found one on the floor.
Yeah. They're meant to be for me. Oh my god. A cucamelon.
There's another one there.
Where? Cucamelon.
Are they ripe yet?
I've no idea. Apparently they're not very tasty anyway.
Cut it in half. You only want it because it's tiny and little.
Yes, exactly. That is exactly why I want it. Are there any more for any more? They're quite hard to spot, aren't they? I can't see any.
Looking a bit crispy.
It is looking a bit crispy, you're quite right.
Maybe. Right.
I don't know if they're... Oh!
Not ripe.
No, I think they are, they're just weird.
I like how you immediately dropped it out of panic.
This is cucamelon trying with Emma and Sam. Sam won't like them because he doesn't like cucumbers or melons, so this is sort of his worst nightmare.
I will try it just for the thingy.
Just bite into it. It tastes like a cucumber melon. That's all I can describe it to you as. They probably could be a bit riper. Not for you. Not for you. I don't think they're really for me, I just wanted to grow them. Anyway, we've now discovered...
I'm not gonna... Well, that's weird.
It's like a cucumber melon.
No, but it's like... Right, I don't... My brain's confused because it's got like a real tang to it.
Yeah. Weird. Apparently nice in a G&T.
Yeah,
I feel like they would be nice in a G&T. Anyway, that was unexpected. I didn't know we had cucamelons. Anyway, back to potatoes. Onwards.
You could at least set my camera up, alright?
Oh, I've put it there. What do you want suddenly?
Right, potatoes. Potatoes. You can boil them, and you can mash them, and you can stick them in a stew. What a beautiful vegetable. We have potatoes. We have potatoes. We have potatoes. Some taters, precious. Although we didn't put as much compost in this year. I think we just kept forgetting. I think the whole world of...
Any potatoes at all?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that we've not really kept on top of the composting of them this year.
Yeah, but you don't have to wear up new first yearers. Oh, that's quite depressing.
I've got, how many have I got? 5.
Oh, that's enough for a very small person salad.
That's enough for you. It's a good one.
I'm going to do some re-sowing or some succession sowing, not re-sowing, succession sowing of some bits and bobs, because you can still plant stuff in July, and it's especially good to be planting your autumn winter crops in July because it's sort of nice and warm, so they'll get going quick. So I brought my full seed tray because I couldn't be bothered to go through it, but these are some bits that I know I'm going to plant. So I'm going to plant some Wong bok Chinese cabbage. I've not had any luck with pak choi. It bolted, all the slugs ate it, so there you go. I'm going to try this one, Wong bok, and also kohlrabi, because we've got some super schmelz kohlrabi in at the minute, and it's amazing, it's huge, and I just like it. It's so alien and weird, so I'm just going to grow some more, and then that will be like a late winter crop. And then I'm going to sow some more lettuce because we've got a pet rabbit, so we always need lettuce on hand, so succession sowing that is really good. And then also some more beetroot, and then I'm going to see what else I've got in my tin to sow, but mainly it's going to be lettuces, greens, some maybe not autumn crops this week, but yeah, I'll see what I've got, and we'll get on and do some succession sowing like a good little gardener. I've got no compost, bear with me. Okay, compost has been acquired. That would be a good start, wouldn't it? Can't grow without compost. Right, let's get on, plant some bits. Oh, it's a planting time lapse. How many of these have you seen on my channel? Also, no, I'm not wearing gloves. They slow me down. They slow me down. Labels would be good. Have I even got a Sharpie? Yes, Jesus, I do. Oh my God, when's that ever happened? I feel like I've gone a little bit stir crazy. I always do when it's late and I'm still at the allotment and not in bed. And then that is the last thing to do in here, I think. You think I'm done now? In here. I'm not going to label it. I can't be asked to label. Right, they can go down there. Right, I will give everything a little water in here because it rained overnight, so we don't need to water the outside, which is wonderful news because we've been coming pretty much every day to water because it's been so hot. And then I've got some stuff to Sam. I said to Sam I was done, but I'm not done. I've got some cornflowers I'm going to sow and some zinnias I'm going to sow. I'm just going to sprinkle them on a bed and just let it go. Right, water in here, zinnias, cornflowers, call it a day. Get some lettuce for the bunny, call it a day. Right, I think I'm going to put the cornflowers in this herb planter that's dead. Absolutely dead. Wonder why. Because there's nothing else in here, and it's had good compost, and come on, and if nothing else it's a test. So I think, oh come on you numpty. So we'll get this out that was alive but is now dead, and we'll just sprinkle some cornflower seeds and see what happens. Cornflowers are wildflowers, so they shouldn't really be bothered, to be honest, but we'll find out just how bothered they are. I'm just roughing up the surface just so they've got something to go into, and then I'll just sprinkle them. This is the mix I'm using, inspired by the beautiful cornflowers in the wildflower bee patch. I liked them so much I wanted some more, so I'm just gonna go like that, and then go like that, and then remember to water it, hopefully. And hopefully we'll get some cornflowers in there. If not, it's not too bad. Okay, hopefully they'll come up. I'm not entirely sure where to plant my zinnias, to be honest. Maybe I'll do that another day. Okay, I think we'll call it there because I think Sam's done and it's quite late. So this is, oh my, my hair. This is what happens when you come to the plot late. You stay late, and it's bedtime now really, actually. Like 9 o'clock. 8:30.
Ted will be hungry.
Yes, Ted will be hungry. Right, so I'll save the zinnias, I'll plant those out another day. Maybe I'll think ahead of where to put them. But yeah, been a bit of a mixed bag today really. We've sorted out the dahlias, hopefully. Hopefully, fingers crossed they come back with a bit more TLC. We've resowed some stuff, we've planted out some pumpkins. Got some potatoes.
We're taking the other 2 dahlias.
Oh, I've got some chrysanthemums I'm going to dig up and take home because shockingly they're not doing very well here.
They look suspicious.
They're in a deathbed. A bed of death, that's what we're calling them now. So I'm going to take those home. Bird's just...
Hello, blackbird.
Hello. Rude. I feel a bit delirious. It's probably because we're tired. So yeah, we've done a few good jobs, just a bit random. But that's how it is, isn't it? At least we didn't have to water today. That'd be an extra hour. So yeah, all's looking good. Honestly, I've not been here. The only day I didn't come was yesterday, and things have shot up exponentially in literally 2 days.
I think you only came today on the promise I said I'd come with you.
Yeah. But things are doing really, really well. So I'm pleased. Well, the stuff that's alive is doing really well. So I'm really pleased about that. We're not replanting into the deathbeds because...
The 2 beds.
Don't trust them, you know? So we'll just, yeah, we'll see with that. And yeah, that's it for today. I'm going to stop rambling now and go home. We'll see you next time. Leave a comment.
Bye.
Have we done the right thing with the dahlias?
Leave a comment of sleepy emojis because Emma's not been taking all the stress of this allotment plot very well at the minute.
I've not been sleeping very well at night time. Anyway, and my tummy's not very well. Anyway, I'm a mess. I don't deal with stress very well. Anyway, we'll see you later. Love you all.
Love you all. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.